Hey, she's not your friend. Listen, when I was coming up, my mother used to say to me, that girl's not your friend. And I used to think, yes, she is my friend because I was so desperate for friendships, right? I always wanted to have that, friendship with a lot of people. And I wanted to, because I'm a people person. I love people, right? So I always wanted to collect all of these friends, right? There's a difference between a friend and an acquaintance, right? An acquaintance is someone that they you don't really contact them that much, maybe every now and again, or they don't know that maybe, you had a procedure that you had that, in terms of your health. They don't know, anything that's going on with you, privately, right? That's sort of an associate, right? Or, they don't know anything really that's happening in your life, right? That's sort of an acquaintance, right? So you have to be careful when you are calling someone a friend. Let me share a funny story with you. So a friend of mine, she had one of her parents actually passed away, right? And so they ended up having a sort of a repast, a memorial service for her after the service. Well, I was inquiring about when it was going to be, right? I knew that it was going to be after the service, but I'm like, where, the time, I didn't know any details, right? So I said to her at the service, I said, well, where is the memorial, the repast going to be? And her words to me, well, it's only for family and friends. I'm laughing now, but do you know that crushed my little heart? I was so heartbroken, and I'm thinking, I thought we were friends. Sometimes we're thinking, oh, this is my friend, this is my friend. No, she's not your friend. Well, did you notice what I just said? Hear what I just said. I just said what you said that you do all the time for her. Okay, listen, she is not your friend. Okay, if you are the one that's always calling and always texting and always reaching out, or maybe you haven't heard from her for a while, and I know you're thinking, wait a minute, but I've known her a long time, and I call her all the time, and I text her all the time, and I have her in my home all the time, and I always, pay for lunch, and I pay for this for her, and I'm always in contact with her. I hate to tell you this. Actually, I don't hate to tell you this because I want you to learn. I don't want you to make the same mistake that I've done in my life. Listen, if you are the one that's always doing that all the time, they are not your friend, right? They are not your enemy either, right? They may even have a party, right? And have a get together, and you're thinking, oh, they didn't invite me to the party because they're not your friend. That's why. Okay, you are an acquaintance, you are not a friend. Okay, and I know you're thinking, well, gosh, they had a picnic and they had this, and I didn't know anything about it because they didn't mean to tell you about it, sweetheart.